So today we're going to be cooking chicken on the Weber under coals. So while the chicken's cooking on the coals, we're going to make a bit of a butter, lemon, garlic sauce. It's not to marinate the chicken, but it's to baste it as it's cooking. So the ingredients are very basic. Just some butter. We're going to put some head of garlic, some lemon thyme. We'll melt that down and heat it up, and then we'll also put in some salt and pepper, and that's basically it. So that's what we're doing today. So we're just going to evenly spread the coals just to get some even distribution of heat. You don't want to have too much heat because you're cooking chicken. You want the chicken to cook, not to burn. So we'll just spread out some coals. Generally put your hand on there and you'll be able to see that's quite good. And then we'll get our chicken on and we'll let that sit. That looks about right. So we'll grab our chickens that have been salted with salt and pepper, butterflied, and you put it down like so. Bone first, down like that. And then what you'll do is, you'll know if it's enough heat, you'll come back because you'll just touch it. So it's all very cold at the moment. So you'll cover it up now with some paper, some butcher's paper that you can grab at your local hardware store. That is green and red. We can't say the name because we don't have the rights. But then you'll come back in about half an hour or so, and then you'll touch the chicken again with the back of your hand, and you'll see that it starts warming up. That's how you know the chicken's starting to cook through. If it's still very cold, like you have just at the moment, then you probably need to add a bit more fire, more coals rather. But we'll let this sit here for about half an hour. We'll come back and touch it, and it should you'll start to feel the heat coming through. You'll also notice when you touch a chicken like that in about half an hour, certain parts will be hotter than others, and that's where you can start to say, okay, well, might need to add more coals or more heat on this side rather than that side. So then you allow the chicken to cook evenly. So we'll let this sit for half an hour, and we'll be back. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I should top up. Yes, please. In about half an hour, and I can feel the heat coming through already. And just have a look there, and the heat is coming through. It's a bit cold on this end. It's a lot warmer here, and you can see that it's starting to char up along there. It will need some more heat, so we'll put a little bit more heat around this area, around this section here, and then we'll see how we go from there. So we've put more heat on, and you can probably hear the sizzle, but you can also smell it. So you can also smell, you know what's going to be under here is going to be pretty good. So we'll just uncover it and see what that looks like. So we put some extra heat on since last time, and that's quite warm. That's quite hot. And if you have a look here, we'll have a look what it looks like on the inside. That's the sort of, there you go. That's the sort of colour you want. Nice and rendered. So what we might do now is we'll turn it over. We'll just cover it up. We'll turn it over, and then we'll grab the sauce, and we'll start to baste it. So just cover that up quickly, and we'll go and grab the sauce. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to turn it over onto the heat. Yep, turn that one over there. That's a good colour. It's a great colour actually. And then we'll just start to baste and get it in there. Get all that garlic and butter and lemon in there. Don't be shy with it either. The more you get in there, You can smell it. I know you can't see it, but you can smell now the charcoal, the butter, the garlic. It smells amazing. We'll leave that for probably another 5, maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll come and check and possibly add a bit more heat to the bottom, just to let that flavour sink in there and let it cook into the chicken. It smells amazing. So we'll just cover that up with the paper, and the reason we do the paper there is just to keep the heat in there. We don't put the lid on. You don't want to create an oven, you just still want that smokiness to come through. So we'll leave that for another 10 minutes or so, and we'll come back and possibly add some more coals. Alright, so we'll have a look how this is going. So what I might do now is, I'm gonna turn this over, because it's been on its back for a side. So you can see now it's starting to be a bit coming off the bone, which is saying to me that it's cooking nicely. So what I might do, I'm just gonna flip it over a bit, and give me the opportunity to baste the back of the chicken. So if you just bear with me for 2 seconds. Are you stopped? So we're just going to get the opportunity now just to baste the back of the chicken. Now you'll see the back of the chicken isn't that charred or caramelized, if you like. But what we'll do is we'll just baste the back of the chicken, and then in about maybe 5-10 minutes, we're going to flip this over, but we're going to add a lot of heat on the back to allow the skin just to crispy up, and then we're ready to go. This chicken's just about ready, and if you could smell it through the camera, it would be a treat. So we'll just baste that up nice there. You can hear the sizzle, amazing. The garlic, the lemon. So we'll leave that there for another 5 minutes or so. We're gonna add more heat, and we're gonna flip this bad boy over and let the skin just get nice and crisp and charred. Put the bread there, nice and crispy. All right, so I think we're just about done here. You can see the chicken's just coming apart now. There's the leg gone. Whack it in here. Oh, that's just come apart now. So that's what you want. Put it in there. We'll cut it up, and then we'll baste it a bit more. We've just got some halloumi on here. Why? Just because. Bread's on there, nice and crispy, ready to rock. All right, let's go and cut this chicken up. But really, it's literally just falling apart. That's how you know it's cooked perfect. All right.